Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Good evening. Are you able to hear me, everybody? No. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Can you hear me better now? Good evening. Is this better? No. Good evening. That's better. Okay. So, all right. So, good evening, distinguished guest. Not hearing? They said not hearing. 1 2, testing 1 2. Getting better? So they still can't hear. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Is that better, everybody? Testing 1 2. I think this is it now. Awesome. So, good evening to everybody. My distinguished guests, faculty, family members, friends, graduates, ladies and gentlemen. Please stand for the arrival of our distinguished platform party, including our ministers of government, university officials, and invited dignitaries. Can you please stand? Thank you. You may be seated. On behalf of the University of the West Indies, School of Clinical Medicine and Research, the Bahamas, it is my distinct pleasure to welcome you to this evening's induction and award ceremony for the MBBS graduating class of 2026 and the recognition ceremony for our Doctors of Medicine graduates of 2024 and 2025. As we begin this celebration, we kindly ask that you remain seated. This evening marks the culmination of years of unwavering commitment, sacrifice, perseverance, and academic excellence. It is a moment not only of achievement for our graduates, but also of pride for their families, mentors, colleagues, and all who have supported them throughout the remarkable journey. So we will start off by welcoming with pride, admiration, and enthusiastic applause our distinguished Doctor of Medicine graduates of 2024 and 2025, of whom we proudly recognize this evening for their outstanding academic accomplishments, specialist training, and contributions to the advancements of medicine. So please remain seated as we welcome our Doctors of Medicine postgraduates. Give them a hand, come on, let's give them applause. I think we can do better than that. Let's give them an applause. Let's make them feel welcomed, everybody. Don't they look stunning? Let's give them a hand. Okay, so now let's move on. And to the newest doctors of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, ladies and gentlemen, let us give a rounding applause for the University of the West Indies School of Clinical Medicine and Research, the Bahamas MBBS graduating class of 2026. Please remain seated as they welcome. All right, thank you. Can we give them a big applause again, please? All right. At this time, we kindly ask everyone to please rise for the singing of the national anthem of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. Thank you. Please remain standing as we invite one of our outstanding students in the MBBS examination of this graduating class of 2026, Dr. Mariciana Sims, recipient of the award for the most outstanding student in the MBBS examinations Bahamas, to lead us in this evening's invocation. Please welcome Dr. Sims.
Good evening. Let us pray. Heavenly Father, we come before you tonight with hearts full of gratitude and praise. Thank you for bringing us to this significant milestone. Today, we celebrate not only our accomplishments, but also your faithfulness throughout this journey. We acknowledge that every opportunity, every lesson learned, and every success achieved has been made possible only through your guidance and provision. As we prepare to enter this next chapter of our lives as physicians, we ask for your blessing upon us. Grant us wisdom to make sound decisions, compassion to care for those who we serve, and integrity to uphold the values of our profession. May we always treat every patient with dignity, kindness, and respect. We thank you for our families, friends, and mentors who have supported and encouraged us along the way. Bless them abundantly for the sacrifices that they have made and the role they played in helping us to this day. We also pray for your continued blessings upon the faculty, staff, and administrators of the University of the West Indies. May you continue to guide and strengthen them as they educate, inspire, and prepare future generations of healthcare professionals. As we move forward into our careers, may we be instruments of healing, hope, and service in our communities and throughout the world. Lead us in the paths you have prepared for us and help us to use our knowledge and skills for the good of others. Lord, we also ask you to bless the proceedings tonight. Bless every graduate, speaker, organizer, and guest gathered here. Let all that is said and done bring honor and glory to your name and create lasting memories for everyone present. We commit our futures into your hands and trust in your perfect plan and unfailing love. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
You may be seated. Good evening again. So to the Honorable I. Chester Cooper, Deputy Prime Minister, Minister of Education, Science and Technology, represented by Senator Kenan Johnson, Parliamentary Secretary, the Honorable Dr. Michael Darville, Minister of Health and Wellness, the Honorable Lisa Reming, Minister of Urban Renewal and Community Relations, the Honorable Senator Jerome Fitzgerald, and the Honorable Owen Wells. Professor Denzel A. Williams, Principal and Pro-Vice Chancellor of the University of the West Indies Mona Campus, Dean Joseph Plummer, Assistant Registrar, Mr. Archie, Dr. Sabrika Pinder Butler, our Director of the University of the West Indies, School of Clinical Medicine and Research, the Bahamas, Dr. Robin Roberts, Past Director, and Dr. Corinne Sinkry Brown, Immediate Past Director of the University of the West Indies, School of Clinical Medicine and Research. We welcome. We are also honored to acknowledge the presence of the Honorable Dr. Hubert A. Minnis, and his wife, former Prime Minister of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, Dr. Charles Diggers, and other doctors' hospital officials, other distinguished guests, faculty and staff, proud parents and families, graduates, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. So on behalf of the University of the West Indies, School of Clinical Medicine and Research of the Bahamas, it is my distinct pleasure to welcome you to this induction and award ceremony for the MBBS graduating class of 2026 and the recognition ceremony for our Doctors of Medicine graduating in the years 2024 and 2025. This evening is one of celebration, achievement, and new beginnings for all. We gather to honor exceptional groups of doctors whose commitment to learning, service, and excellence has brought them to this significant milestone. Tonight, we celebrate the members of the MBBS class of 2026 as they prepare to be inducted into one of the world's noblest professions. Their journey has been marked by years of rigorous academic study, demanding clinical training, perseverance, and an unwavering commitment to caring for others. We also proudly recognize our doctors of medicine, our graduates of 2024 and 2025, whose advanced postgraduate training represents the highest standards of scholarship, clinical expertise, and leadership in their respective specialties. Their accomplishments strengthen our healthcare system. It enhances medical education, and it contributes to the continued advancement of patient care throughout the Bahamas and the wider Caribbean. To all of our graduates today, it marks not the end of your educational journey, but just the beginning of even greater responsibility. Whether entering clinical practice as newly inducted doctors or beginning to recognize your advanced specialist training, you now join a distinguished community dedicated to improving lives through compassion, excellence, integrity, and lifelong learning. To the families, friends, mentors, and faculty members gathered here this evening, thank you. Your encouragement, sacrifices, and your support has been instrumental in the success of all of these graduates you see here tonight. This celebration is as much yours as is theirs. So congratulations to each member of the MBBS class of 2026 and to our Doctor of Medicine graduates. We are immensely proud of your achievements and look forward with confidence to the impact you will make on the future healthcare in the Bahamas, across the Caribbean, and beyond. We will now have our director's remarks. So it is now my distinct pleasure to invite the director of the University of the West Indies, School of Clinical Medicine and Research of the Bahamas, Dr. Sabrika Pinder-Butler, to deliver her remarks. Dr. Pinder is a graduate both of the University of the West Indies MBBS program and the Doctor of Medicine program in Family Medicine. So it means that she's sat on either side of the stage. We are proud to know that Dr. Pinder-Butler exemplifies the success and excellence of medical education right here in the Bahamas. Since assuming the role of director 1 year ago, she has provided dynamic and visionary leadership, strengthening the school's commitment to academic excellence, postgraduate training, and the development of future generations of doctors. As both a distinguished alumni and the leader of this institution, she is uniquely positioned to celebrate the achievements of our graduates and the continued growth of the School of Clinical Medicine and Research in the Bahamas. So, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Dr. Sabrika Pinder-Butler as she gives her remarks.
Protocol having already been established. Are you hearing me well? How are we doing now? All right, wonderful. Protocol having already been established. Good evening to all. Tonight, my heart is filled with joy on this memorable occasion as we gather to celebrate the accomplishments of our outstanding new doctors and specialist physicians of this great Commonwealth of the Bahamas, graduates of the world-renowned University of the West Indies, the premier institution for medical education in our region. The School of Clinical Medicine and Research, SCMR, is a clinical teaching site in the Bahamas that provides training for our 4th and 5th year UWI medical students who have successfully completed their preclinical years at the Faculty of Medical Sciences in Jamaica, Trinidad, or Barbados. Our school is an affiliate of the UWI Mona Campus, Jamaica, and this year, our students once again demonstrated the high standards of excellence for which our school has become known. We achieved an impressive 89% first-time pass rate in the MBBS examinations. Our top exam performer earned a distinction. That deserves a round of applause. And ranked among the top 4% of candidates. We also had 6 students that attained honors. Our most outstanding student of this class will graduate with a distinction degree as she obtained a GPA of 3.81. And 10 additional graduates will receive the MBBS degree with honors. This class has done remarkable. All of you have done very well. Since 1997, our school has afforded Bahamian students the opportunity to complete their medical studies at home. We are proud to highlight that we have trained 737 physicians, almost all of whom are Bahamian. The majority have gone on to complete their internship at the Princess Margaret Hospital and the Rand Memorial Hospital, and then later continued working in our public healthcare system, subsequently completing training locally. Hence, our school's commitment to advancing healthcare extended beyond the undergraduate education. Beginning with family medicine in 2002, which has now graduated 74 family medicine specialists in this country, and then encompassing yes, they are primary care doctors, our NHI doctors. Now we have also encompassed other specialties: general surgery, internal medicine, obstetrics and gynecology, psychiatry, emergency medicine, and pediatrics. Our postgraduate training programs have now graduated 188 specialist physicians. Some 98% of these graduates remain in the Bahamas, strengthening the healthcare delivery throughout our islands, serving primarily within our public clinics and hospitals, but also in our private institutions. To our MBBS graduates, medical school is not merely an academic pursuit. It is a journey of sacrifice. It demands discipline, focus, and determination. I'm sure there were sleepless nights, difficult examinations, and perhaps there were even tears. Some of you faced personal and financial challenges, but through God's grace, the support of your families, mentors, and friends, you persevered, and today you are reaping the rewards of your labor. Please note, however, the life of a physician is not defined by glamour or prestige, despite the narratives often portrayed on social media and television. Medicine is a calling of service, It requires long hours, sleeplessness, and an unwavering commitment to patients who depend on your knowledge, compassion, and care. To our postgraduate physicians, we commend your extraordinary commitment to pursuing specialist training. Many of you balanced your studies while serving as parents, spouses, caregivers, and healthcare professionals. Your sacrifices and those of your families and supporters have not gone unnoticed. The research projects produced by our postgraduate residents and their faculty supervisors are enriching the growing body of medical knowledge in this Bahamas and the wider Caribbean. Today, you stand not only as specialists in your respective fields, but as stewards of knowledge and service, entrusted with using your expertise to improve lives and strengthen the health of our nation. We are particularly honored this evening to welcome members of the UWI Mona executive team, including our principal, Professor Denzel Williams, Dean Plummer, and our Deputy Registrar, Mr. Archie. Your presence speaks to the continued commitment of UWI to the School of Clinical Medicine and Research and to medical education in the Bahamas. Today was especially significant as we formally signed the Memorandum of Understanding between the University of the West Indies, the Ministry of Health and Wellness, and the Public Hospitals Authority. This was a landmark agreement which represents a renewed commitment to collaboration and to strengthening medical education and healthcare delivery in our country. Our school is a special national investment of this government of the Bahamas, for which we are most grateful. Our medical students receive 100% of their tuition fees paid on returning home. I think that deserves a round of applause. We wish to publicly thank the Minister of Health, the Honorable Dr. Michael Darville, for his steadfast support of our school and our students. We also wish to thank the Ministry of Education for its continued support and the subvention assistance for our students, and we continue to look forward to the support of the new Minister of Education, who was gracious enough to meet with us today, but is not here with us, and has sent representation by the Honorable Keenan Johnson's presence with us this evening. Thank you very much. Regrettably, in recent years, our medical student enrollment numbers have declined. This has affected the number of medical graduates that we have been able to produce. This also has critical implications for our national healthcare workforce, particularly when we customarily fill approximately 40 internship positions annually, which allows us to maintain a steady pipeline of future physicians and specialists. At the same time, like many institutions of higher learning, we continue to navigate challenges related to strengthening university systems, enhancing administrative and technological processes, and ensuring that our facilities and support services keep pace with the evolving demands of medical education. These realities serve as a reminder that investing in medical education is not merely an investment in a university program. It is an investment in the future health and well-being of our nation. As we look to our 30th year and beyond, our school remains steadfast in its commitment to training the doctors and specialists that the Bahamas needs. Yet, sustaining this mission requires partnership and investment. We remain hopeful that we will increase enrollment, further strengthen and modernize our facilities and university systems, and expand our programs so that we may continue to provide world-class medical education right here at home. Over the years, numerous partners and benefactors have generously supported our school and our students. We express sincere gratitude to the Public Hospitals Authority, the Medical Association of the Bahamas, Doctors Hospital, the Consultant Physician Staff Association, the Foreman Foundation, the UWI Medical Alumni Association, the UWI Society of 1948, and many other individuals and organizations that have supported and changed the lives of our students. We are deeply grateful. I also wish to commend our faculty and staff. I'm trying to look through to see, but I know we have faculty here with us. Can you please stand if you're faculty? Let's give them a round of applause. You may be seated. We have been blessed with a committed team of clinical tutors and associates who complement our handful of full-time lecturers and our handful of administrative and support staff. Time and time again, they go above and beyond because they believe in our students and the mission of our school. We likewise honor the visionary leaders and pioneers who laid the foundation for this school and whose efforts continue to inspire our work today. We are very honored to have our two former directors here with us this evening, Dr. Robin Roberts, as well as Dr. Corin Sinqui. As one who has had the privilege of completing my MBBS and DM at the UWI SCMR right here in the Bahamas, our school holds a very special place in my heart. I know personally the opportunities that this institution creates and the lives that it has transformed. Our graduates are making their marks as researchers, clinical leaders, department heads, medical advisors, business owners, educators, and advocates for health both nationally and internationally. They are evidence that excellence can be cultivated right here in the Bahamas. It is my commitment, therefore, as director, to continue to build upon this legacy so that future generations of Bahamians may have access to exceptional medical education at home. To our 17 new doctors and our 17 new specialist physicians, go forth with compassion and empathy. Be physicians of integrity and humility. Pursue excellence. Advocate for your patients and never lose sight of the privilege and responsibility that accompany the calling to heal. Above all, remember God and allow Him to be your compass as you serve humanity. Congratulations to each of you. We look forward with great anticipation to the impact you will make on the future of healthcare in the Bahamas and beyond. May God bless you all.
Thank you, Dr. Penda Butler, for your remarks. At this time, we are privileged to be entertained by the Royal Bahamas Defense Force Band. As we know, the Royal Bahamas Defense Force Band has been long recognized for its outstanding musical excellence and its important role in our nation's ceremonial life. We are honored by their presence this evening and grateful for their contribution to this special celebration. Ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy this musical selection by the Royal Bahamas Defense Force Band. It is now my pleasure to invite the Honorable Keenan Johnson, who is representing the Honorable I. Chester Cooper, the Minister of Education, Science, and Technology, to address the gathering this evening. We are honored to welcome him and appreciate his presence as we celebrate the achievements of our graduates and the continued growth of medical education in the Bahamas. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the Honorable Keenan Johnson.
Good evening, everyone. I'm always grateful when people pronounce my name correctly, so thank you so much. I am happy to bring remarks here this evening, as she indicated, on behalf of the Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Education, Science, and Technology, the Honorable Isaac Chester Cooper. And I want to emphasize brief remarks. I was going to start by congratulating the graduates today and then tell you all about all that you've had to do to get to this point, but I feel like you already know what you had to do. And so I'm going to focus on the present for just a few minutes. And I had the opportunity yesterday to speak to a group of persons, and this is graduation season. And so I told those persons, I said, there's nothing more exciting than going to a graduation and witnessing all of the parents so excited, all of the cowbells and everything else. And I feel as though, even though you guys did an okay job welcoming them, you could do a little better than that. So I'm going to give you a second opportunity to get up and give them the welcome that they deserve and give them that opportunity. There we go. That's a lot better. That's a lot better. And I couldn't I couldn't help but smile when I walked in because I saw a poster of the poster could have only been a child, maybe about 4 or 5 years old. So that you guys must be really excited to make sure that you show him where he came from. And that leads me to also recognize all of my colleagues, but in particular, my colleague, Senator the Honorable Jerome Fitzgerald, who is not in here in his official capacity, but is here today in his most important capacity today as a father. But I want to first recognize, you give him a round of applause. I want to first recognize and congratulate the MBBS class of 2026. You are here now, and people will look to you in moments of fear, pain, uncertainty, and hope. And they will depend on your skill, but they will also remember your kindness, your patience, and your humanity. And so I encourage you that in addition to the skills that you develop over the years in school, to remember those inherent skills that would help you to be a better doctor. I also wish to recognize those who are completing the Doctor of Medicine program, and I also offer sincere congratulations to you. Your advanced training strengthens healthcare in the Bahamas in a very real way, and your contribution matters to the health and well-being of our people. While your success is personal, I want to remind you that it also means something for this country. It means stronger capacity, better care, and greater confidence in the future of the healthcare in our country. I also wish to congratulate this year's awards recipients. Your excellence has set a high standard, and I have no doubt that your example will inspire others to follow behind you. Graduates, while today is a day of celebration, it is also a reminder of responsibility. Your education has prepared you to build a meaningful career and make a real difference. The Bahamas needs skilled professionals, but just as importantly, we need doctors who are committed, doctors who are compassionate, and those who are grounded in service. So as you build your careers, I encourage you to remember the communities across the Bahamas that will benefit from your skill, your care, and your commitment. So serve with excellence, lead with humility, and never lose sight of the fact that your knowledge has the power to change lives. I also wish to acknowledge the important partnership between the government of the Bahamas and the University of the West Indies. As the continued work of the School of Clinical Medicine and research and developing medical professionals for our nation and the wider region, we congratulate you for what you're doing and for all that you continue to do for this particular profession, because that work certainly matters, and today is proof of its value. So to all the graduates, I told you I was going to be brief, your families, your lecturers, and everyone who supported you along the way, I wish to extend my heartfelt congratulations on behalf of the entire Ministry of Education, Science, and Technologies. May your careers be marked by purpose, service, and fulfillment. And may you continue to make your families, your institution, and your country proud. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Keenan Johnson. It is now my distinct pleasure to invite the Honorable Dr. Michael Darville, Minister of Health and Wellness, to address the gathering this evening.
Thank you so much, Dr. Saunders. And give it up one more time for our MBBS as well as our DM graduates. Today is a special day. And as Minister of Health and Wellness, for my second consecutive time as minister, I've had the opportunity to attend many such graduations from the University of the West Indies. As a graduate of the University of the West Indies myself, I'm proud of this institution. I'm proud of what the institution stands for. I'm proud of what the institution is doing in our region. And I'm proud of its recognition worldwide as a prime, excellent institution for medical science and research. Today I had an opportunity at the Public Hospitals Authority to sign an historic memorandum of understanding with the University of the West Indies, Mona, Jamaica campus. The last MOU we signed was in 2006. And the MOU signed today was the hard work from many professionals and school representatives, Dr. Robin Roberts, Sin Kui, and now Pinder Butler, and is now taking our institution into the 21st century. Today we had a press conference where the Deputy Chancellor, Professor Williams, made a special announcement that for the first time in the establishment of this institution, we will be doing the necessary feasibility studies on the way forward to establish a full medical school which will incorporate the clinical sciences as well as the pre-medical program. The reason why that's important is because our medical researchers and our medical planners told us that as we embark for the construction of new state-of-the-art hospitals and invest over $600 million in medical infrastructure in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, the success of these institutions must be tied in with training, education, and a medical school. In a few weeks, we will break ground on the new Providence Specialty Hospital. And I assure you, the hospital that is financed by the Chinese Exim Bank will be completed in 30, the maximum 36 months. Now that's a major announcement. It is. And for anyone who understands medical infrastructure and medical planning, the day you break ground for the infrastructure, you must begin training. Another thing that is important too is that for every major medical project or infrastructural development, whatever the total cost of the hospital, 10% of the cost must be set aside for training. That's how serious we are as an administration to make sure that on the completion of these tertiary healthcare facilities, we are in a position to have the manpower resources necessary for training. And so I turn to my left to our DM graduates, and I want to thank you for your dedication and hard work. We are embarking on a 21st century leap where we would modernize healthcare infrastructure and healthcare delivery systems prior to the launch of the full package of national health insurance. Now I'm going to take a word from my friend, Dr. Robin Roberts, who have been one of the architects of national health insurance. and to say to everyone to the sound of my voice, the direction we're heading with healthcare, with national health insurance, and we're trailblazing in the Caribbean, professors, because we are going to accomplish our mandate to implement universal healthcare coverage in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas as mandated by the World Health Organization before the year 2030. That means that every citizen of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, whether you're unemployed, whether you are employed, or whether you have disabilities that make you in a position where you cannot physically do any work, you will be covered by the National Health Insurance. And we're working diligently to make that happen. And I'm excited with the steps that are taking place. And we are on target to deliver universal health care coverage in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas before the year 2030. I too would like to stand on the established protocol and just acknowledge some of my parliamentary colleagues and to spend a few minutes to speak about my new Minister of State, the Honorable Owen Wells. Owen Wells is an academician in his own right, but he has brought some new fresh ideas for the direction we should take the Ministry of Health. And he's the one who will be leading the charge to address many of the medical legal issues that plague our tertiary healthcare systems. I want to thank him for the work he's already accomplished and the work that he's doing, and to also recognize Professor Williams, as well as the University of the West Indies regional and national representatives. But I'm pleased to join you here at the beautiful BAHAMAS Resort as we celebrate the 2026 oath swearing ceremony of the University of the West Indies Clinical Medicine and Research Campus here in the Bahamas. Today we welcome 17 new physicians. Stand and give your bow. We are excited and we're waiting to get you in the hospital. We need you. We need you. Thank you so much. And then we want to recognize our 70 doctors of medicine. Please stand and give your bow. Thank you for all the service you've already provided and the services that you're about to bring in place. Thank you as well. To the class of 2026, this is your moment. You have worked hard. You've studied for many years. Your clinical learning, your long hours, the pressure, the sacrifice, and the list goes on and on. So today, as you stand and receive these various certificates, we want to join with you in wishing you well in your careers in the years to come. Ladies and gentlemen, this moment is very special for me because it gives me the confidence that our healthcare system is moving forward. Now, Dr. Pinder Butler said something about the decline in admissions, and we've had a discussion with the university today on what needs to happen so that we can get our numbers up. And I assure the Bahamian people, all who would utilize and interface with our tertiary and primary healthcare system, that we will ensure that the training takes place. To our graduates, I wish you well. I wish you well in your careers in our public and private institutions. And for our MBBS students, your journey has just begun. The work will intensify, but you will learn and you will contribute and you will make us proud. To the University of the West Indies, we thank you for your partnership. We look forward to working with you even closer in the months and years to come as we complete our feasibility study to ensure that within the shortest period of time, the Bahamas will see a full medical school in our country that will attract locals and foreigners from around the world as we work together to ensure that we improve the delivery of healthcare services throughout our archipelago. So as we look forward and towards the school's 30th anniversary in 2027, we do so with gratitude for those who have laid the foundation for success and with the confidence in the future that the university will grow and further contribute to the growth and development of our country. For nearly 3 decades, the School of Clinical Medicine and Research has made an extraordinary contribution to national development, and it continues to grow with vital advancement in research and improvement to healthcare services across the country. On behalf of all of us of the Ministry of Health and Wellness who are privileged to serve in this position at this time, I congratulate the class of 2026 on this remarkable achievement. We are proud of you. We are proud of what you have accomplished. We look forward to working closely with you, to listen, to learn, and to partner together as we take care of the Bahamian people. I realize that many of our doctors who go beyond the call of duty in our country, in an environment that is challenging, in our tertiary healthcare facilities that must go through the metamorphosis to take us into the 21st century. I understand. I don't live in a bubble. I walk the wards late at night. I see the challenges. I feel the pain of our people. But I believe that we have the capability in this country to transform our healthcare infrastructure and our healthcare delivery system for the better, for the Bahamian people who are deserving of proper care. I want to thank you once again. I congratulate the university, and we look forward to increasing our enrollment. God bless you, and God bless the Commonwealth of the Bahamas.
Thank you, Minister Davil, for your inspiring remarks. And thank you for joining us tonight to celebrate this momentous occasion. It is now my distinct pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker, Deacon Dr. Don DeVoe. Dr. DeVoe is a proud graduate of our very own University of the West Indies School of Clinical Medicine and Research in 2008. He is a consultant internist and nephrologist who completed his postgraduate training in internal medicine at the State University of New York Downstate Medical Center and a fellowship in nephrology at Emory University. A visionary doctor and healthcare leader, Dr. DeVoe has been instrumental in expanding access to quality healthcare in the Bahamas through the establishment of the Oak Tree Medical Center, a network of polyclinics providing comprehensive medical clinic services around the country. This evening, we are privileged to hear from this doctor whose leadership, innovation, and commitment to patient care continues to shape the future of healthcare in the Bahamas. So ladies and gentlemen, please join me in warmly welcoming our keynote speaker, Dr. Don DeVoe.
Good evening. I stand on the established protocol that has already been acknowledged, and I'd like to personally thank Dr. Pinder Butler, Director of University of the West Indies, School of Clinical Medicine and Research, for this kind invitation and being a part of today's oath swearing awards and recognition ceremony. Today, I am here as a child of God, a husband, a father of four, a proud Bahamian, and a proud graduate of University of the West Indies. To all graduates, faculties, postgraduate physicians, family, and friends, this is truly a momentous occasion. Standing here brings back many memories because many years ago, I sat exactly where you're sitting today. Like you, I wore the white coats with pride. Like you, I wondered what the future would hold. And like you, I was filled with excitement, uncertainty, and ambition. The University of the West Indies gave me far more than a medical education. It gave me confidence, lifelong friendships, mentors who believed in me, and a foundation that has shaped every facet of my professional life. Today is the making of many years for you, filled with sleepless nights, tears, endless cups of coffee, prayers, pep talks, and lots of pressure. You see, in life, the road to success is paved with many potholes, as we know well here in the Bahamas, and diversions. To ascend to this day of victory means you did not quit, you persevered, and you clearly see now the reward of your labor. For that, give yourselves a true round of applause. UWI provides young Bahamians and our Caribbean brothers and sisters on an unquestionable high level of training in and out the classrooms. The academic rigors we can all attest to pushed us, and UWI continues to provide, being produced the best and brightest doctors in this country and throughout the world. 90%, I repeat, 90% of our medical staff at Oak Tree Medical Center graduated from UWI. This is a testament to the excellence in education, as these medical professors at our various locations provide world-class care to hundreds of patients every month. Graduates, let me say this though, no medical school, no textbook, no examination can prepare you for every challenge you will see. But this institution has given you something far more valuable. It has given you the foundation to continue learning for the rest of your lives. This evening marks more than just the completion of a degree. It marks your entrance to a society's oldest and most trusted profession. You have spent years mastering anatomy, physiology, pathology, pharmacology, and countless hours preparing for examinations. These are essential. But in a world where it feels like AI is taking over, threatening some career paths, AI can never, I repeat, never replace a human touch. So my first lesson is healthcare is help care. I repeat, healthcare is help care. Helping people get back on their feet after battling an illness. Healthcare is taking the time to call and follow up a patient after a major procedure. Healthcare is not about filing insurance claims or stocking up money, but building up our people after life had knocked them down. Your patients not will remember your examination score you received up to now. They will remember how you treated them when they were frightened, vulnerable, and searching for hope. They will remember how you made them feel. They will remember whether you listened, and they will remember whether you looked them in the eye. Never underestimate the power of kindness. Kindness, to me, is like energy. It is never wasted, but only transferred. Some of the greatest movement in medicine happen not because the prescription you write, but because of the compassion you demonstrate. It is my hope that when you leave here today with the resolve to be a medical profession of high standards, caring, compassionate, and completely dedicated to saving lives every single day. My second lesson, challenges present opportunities. As physicians practicing here in the Bahamas, we face challenges. We serve often with limited resources, increasing demands, and evolving healthcare needs. Yet these challenges present opportunities. From Grand Bahama to Inagua, we need physicians who are not only clinically excellent, but also compassionate leaders, innovators, educators, and advocates. My third lesson, never stop learning. Graduation is not the end of your education. In many ways, it is just the beginning. Medicine changes constantly. New discoveries, new treatments, new technology, and even AI are transferring healthcare faster than ever before. The physician who thrives will not necessarily be the smartest in the room. They will be the ones who remain curious, who continues to read, who asks questions, and who seeks better ways to serve their patients. Remain humble enough to recognize that there's always something new to learn. Humility is one of the greatest strengths a physician can possess. My fourth lesson, no man is an island. Not one of us here today can say we did this all alone. Someone cared to come alongside you during this journey, whether it be a parent, guardian, mentor, faculty member, spouse, or friend. As you look around and you see their eyes beam with pride for your accomplishments, graduates and awardees, let us take a moment to cheer on your support system who has helped you to achieve these milestones. As I reflect on my journey from high school to moving to UWI Mona campus, to State University of New York, and then down to then Emory University to complete my fellowship, I can certainly say that this educational journey, it was the love, care, dedication of my mother, grandmother, mentors, teachers, classmates, family, friends, and my wonderful, beautiful wife, who said, I can do anything I put my mind to. For them, I remain truly thankful. My fifth and final lesson are my 5 pillars my wife and I live by. Each and every day, I seek to lead my family, serve my church, my community, build our practices by 5 principles: faith, vision, obedience, sacrifice, and discipline. Faith is seeing beyond your present circumstances. It helps you believe that you can achieve more than you ever thought possible. By faith, many of you achieve tremendous academic success because you believe that you can achieve greatness. Vision is being able to forecast a bright future while fixed gaze on the good that is unfolding before you. Nothing is worth having will come too easily, as each of you fully know, and with your obedience, this process has seen it through. This 4th pillar, sacrifice, requires all of us willing to let go of things holding us back, put aside our temporary wants for the bigger goal. And the last pillar, discipline. This is what holds it all together. Goals take time and can only be accomplished by remaining steadfast. In the words of the South African revolutionary, political leader, and philanthropist Nelson Mandela, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Graduates, the education and training you have received at UWI have prepared you well. You leave here tonight not simply as doctors, but as leaders, advocates, and agents of change. Our country needs your knowledge, your compassion, and your courage. As you begin this next chapter, never forget the journey where the journey began. Remember your alma mater, invest in those who follow behind you, and give back whenever you can. May you heal with excellence, lead with integrity, and serve with compassion. May God bless each and one of you, guide your paths, and use your gifts to transform countless lives. Congratulations, class of 2026. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. DeVoe, for your valuable lessons taught. I hope that everyone will hold on to those principles because I wrote them down. Faith, vision, obedience, sacrifice, and discipline. Once we stick to those, I think we'll all be okay. Thank you once again for your remarks. It is now my distinct honor to invite Professor Denzel Williams, Principal and Pro Vice Chancellor of the University of the West Indies, Mona campus to deliver the principal's address. As principal of the Mona campus and pro-vice chancellor, Professor William provides academic leadership to the campus, under whose auspices the School of Clinical Medicine and Research, the Bahamas, proudly operates. We are deeply honored by his presence this evening as we celebrate the induction of our medical students and our postgraduates. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Professor Denzel Williams.
Thank you so much, Madam Mistress of Ceremonies, Dr. Saunders. Let me say how pleasing it is for me to be joining you again in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas to celebrate with our class of 2026. I've always liked the energy of the people of the Bahamas at these graduations. It's quite liberating as it is quite entertaining. So congratulations to you all. Let me stand on the protocols that have been observed, but I would like to recognize our very distinguished Minister of Health and Wellness, Dr. Darville, a true supporter of the UWI, and his Deputy Minister as well, and other members of the governmental architecture here in the Bahamas. I would also like to recognize the very distinguished Honorable former Prime Minister, Minister Minis. Thank you very much for being here, as well as a former UWI grad. And importantly, I would like to recognize the members of the UWI team, especially our head here in the Bahamas, Dr. Pinder Butler, and our dean and our deputy registrar and former heads and directors. But most importantly, my main recognition is to the class of 2026. Congratulations. Well done. Very well done. Ladies and gentlemen, today is indeed a special day. And as we indicated earlier, this day is special because, one, we have been at this now for 30 years. 30 years ago, 1997, when we started this journey in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, what we did not know is that 30 years on, we would be thinking of a relationship that has evolved beyond just a school that is looking at clinical training to one that is now a will evolve into a full service medical school in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. And that is something that I'm very proud of because of the vision of the government and through the visionary leadership of Dr. Darville and others to think about how you deepen access to medical education in the Bahamas. And so today, as we signed on to the new memorandum of understanding between the UWI and the government of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, I'm very pleased to know that within that memorandum of understanding is the need for a feasibility study to look at the evolution and development of a full service medical school by the time the next memorandum of understanding comes around. That, I think, should deserve congratulations and a round of applause from the people here. So I would not go over all the things that have been said, but to say that the class of 2026, our DM graduates and our undergraduate members as well, should know that they are indeed graduating from a world-class university. And Dr. Darville, I think that is why you are so keen and deep in the partnership with the UWI, because what you will find out is that despite all of the competition within the sphere of higher education across the Caribbean region, UWI stands tall. The 2026 results are out, and they say that your UWI, because UWI belongs to the people of the region, your UWI is now in the top 3.6% of the best universities across the world. those results, those results did not come by accident. They were derived from a deliberate attempt to ensure that we offer high quality education to the people of this region. Through hard work and dedication of our faculty and staff, we can say that the UWI is truly delivering remarkable transformation for the people of the region. And for that, I am very grateful to our governmental partners from the 17 governments of the region who have supported our institution over the last 78 years. And we are looking forward to another 78 years of grand developments for our institution as we go forward. So today, we can rest assured that our graduates are in good hands. We can rest assured that the quality of the education that they received is among the best anywhere in the world. And I will dare say, I will recall a few years ago that our Mona campus went for accreditation of all its program for institutional accreditation, the first institution in Jamaica to be accredited at the institutional level. And I recall one of our serial accreditors, a man who goes across the entire world, over 100 and odd countries to accredit universities. And at the closing out ceremony for the recognition of our accreditation, I recall the accreditor said to us at Mona that I have been to over 100 countries and I have been accrediting universities across the world. And I must say to you here at the University of the West Indies at Mona that your quality assurance system is one of the best I've seen in the world. That is indeed the quality education that our graduates are graduating from today. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we celebrate our graduates today, you can rest assured that they have had a first-class education and you will be getting the best quality service from these graduates as they enter the field of work in your country and across the region. So, as you become ambassadors for our university, I encourage you, graduates on both sides, to walk with your heads high, walk through the world with your heads high and on your feet and not on your knees, because you know you are coming from a quality institution that has provided you with high quality training that you can stand tall with anybody from anywhere across the world. Our competitiveness is strong, UWI is strong, and our graduates are strong. Congratulations, well done, and walk good.
Thank you, Professor Williams, for your remarks. We now come to a very special part of this evening's ceremony, the recognition of our Doctors of Medicine graduates for 2024 and 2025. These doctors have successfully completed rigorous postgraduate training through the University of the West Indies School of Clinical Medicine and Research, the Bahamas. Their achievement reflects years of advanced clinical training, scholarly commitment, research, and dedicated service to the people of the Bahamas. This evening, we proudly recognize graduates in the specialties of family medicine, internal medicine, pediatrics, general surgery, obstetrics and gynecology, emergency medicine, and psychiatry. As specialists trained here in the Bahamas, they represent the continued growth and strengthening of our nation's healthcare workforce and our commitment to developing world-class medical expertise right here at home. So to formally recognize these outstanding graduates, it's my pleasure to invite Dr. Varunda Sukakar, lecturer in obstetrics and gynecology at the University of the West Indies, School of Clinical Medicine and Research, who will be conducting this service. Welcome, Dr. Varunda.
Good evening. Thank you very much, Dr. Saunders, to give me this opportunity to introduce my DM graduates. It's immense pleasure I have. Undergraduates always take the big light, but DMs, they put their heart, sweat, family time, personal time, vacation time, everything in that. And they deserve a big, big, big applause. Can you please put your hands together for my DMs? So we moved the podium a little bit so that they can get the limelights. Can you hear me? Okay, all right. Okay, can you hear me now? All right, okay, so we start with the emergency medicine. I will invite on podium Dr. Pavia Davis and Dr. Krista Wells, both of them, please. We have two graduates who graduated in DM emergency medicine. I have been told Dr. Anjanette Delancey is unable to attend, but Dr. Shamis Nixon I would now invite Dr. Catherine Conliffe for family medicine, please. And my first DM graduate, Dr. Rodina Ferguson Cooper. I will call upon Dr. Dion Thurston Dorset, the second graduate. Dr. Dion Thurston Dorset, please. The third graduate is Dr. Anthea Wood Musgrove. All right, and our fourth family medicine DM is Dr. Nina S. Thompson. Dr. Nina Thompson. I'll call on the stage now Dr. Christine Sheen to felicitate DM graduates in medicine, internal medicine, please. Dr. Nicole Avril. Dr. Justine Knowles. Let me correct myself. Dr. Justine Knowles McSweeney. We have a little problem there. Oh. We finally found it. So Dr. Travanet C. Ingram, please. Dr. Chin? She was quick. Dr. Ingram is not here. Anybody who want to collect on her behalf, please? If a family member or one of a colleague. Dr. Knowles, Justin Knowles, please come. I'll call upon Dr. Darren Halliday on the stage to welcome and felicitate and honor the plaque to the graduates in obstetrics and gynecology. Dr. Darren Halliday, please. My first graduate is Dr. Jessica Thompson-Brennan. My second graduate is Dr. Amanda Ruchi Roberts. And none other than a special person, Dr. Franklin Saunders, please. No, Pinto is not here. I'm gonna call after mother, there's a child, so I'm gonna call pediatrics. Dr. Knowles, please, Shanika Knowles. My first graduate from DM Pediatric is Dr. Olivia Chess. Dr. Leah Hepburn Hannah. We have one more graduate, but she is not here, Dr. Maples. She will be given her plaque later. Dr. Maples, but she is not here today, who also graduated with DM Pediatrics. So now I'm going to call Dr. Eugenia Combi for psychiatry, please. Dr. Eugenia Combi, our long-standing associate and DM coordinator. And my graduate is Dr. Indira Bain. We do have one more graduate, but he is not here, a DM from surgery who is already doing a fellowship in colorectal surgery. I would like to mention his name, Dr. Holly Nixon. He has finished his DM. It was a pleasure announcing these names. Thank you very much. Enjoy your rest of the evening.
Thank you, Dr. Varunda. It is now my pleasure to invite Dr. Anthea Wood Musgrove to deliver the response on behalf of the Doctors of Medicine graduates. Dr. Wood Musgrove is a successful graduate of the University of the West Indies Doctor of Medicine program in family medicine. Throughout her postgraduate training, she served as the postgraduate representative, representing her fellow residents on the UWI Postgraduate Committee and contributing to the continued growth and development of the program. So, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Dr. Anthea Wood Musgrove.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I acknowledge that protocol has been established. I stand before you extremely honored and humbled to represent the 2024 and 2025 Doctor of Medicine graduates. Tonight, we are celebrating a remarkable milestone, the completion of a journey that transformed 17 doctors seeking knowledge into medical specialists. As residents, we have trained through unprecedented challenges, changes, and growing demands in our healthcare system. We have learned to adapt in times of uncertainty, remain steadfast under pressure, and continue serving when circumstances require us to do more with less. These are the experiences that have strengthened our resilience, sharpened our clinical judgment, and reinforced the importance of teamwork, compassion, and service. Indeed, we all have achieved academic success through perseverance, resilience, and determination. But the journey to success is not a solitary one, and there are many individuals to whom we owe our deepest gratitude. First and foremost, to God be the glory for the great things that He has done for and through each of us. His grace and His mercy are why we are here tonight. We extend our sincere appreciation to the Public Hospitals Authority, the University of the West Indies School of Clinical Medicine and Research, its directors, faculty, and staff of past and present. Thank you for your vision and your commitment to creating and sustaining postgraduate programs that allow us, Bahamian physicians, to receive quality training at home. To our mentors, consultants, heads of departments, and program directors from emergency medicine, internal medicine, obstetrics and gynecology, pediatrics, psychiatry, general surgery, and last but certainly not least, my very own Department of Family Medicine. Thank you for your invaluable guidance, unwavering support, and dedication to our growth. The knowledge, confidence, and professionalism you have instilled in us will continue to shape our careers and the lives of the patients we serve in our country through our various specialties. Family, thank you. To our parents who have diligently and without ceasing sent up prayers, they were not in vain. Thank you. To our spouses and significant others, you know you kept our households intact throughout our pursuits and provided a steadfast shoulder upon which we can lean. Thank you. To our precious children, Jeremiah, I see you. You brought joy, laughter, motivation, and renewed perspective to our lives. You could never understand the gravity of what you have done for each of us. Thank you. To our siblings, grandparents, nieces and nephews we love like our own, extended family and friends, we thank you all. Your presence here tonight is a testament to the indispensable role you have played in our success. You have weathered many storms alongside us. You have prayed with us, encouraged us, and carried us through moments of exhaustion, disappointment, and grief. You have celebrated our victories and strengthened us during our struggles. We simply would not be here today without your love, your support, and your sacrifices. We also acknowledge those loved ones who are no longer with us. Though absent in body, their influence remains ever present in our hearts. As we reflect on our achievements, let us remember that our greatest accomplishments are not the degrees or titles we hold, nor the positions we may one day attain. Our greatest accomplishments are found in the lives we positively touch and the people we inspire. In many respects, this graduating class stands at an intersection of two eras of medicine. We have been taught and trained by physicians whose clinical expertise was forged through experience, resourcefulness, and unwavering dedication to their patients. At the same time, we enter a future shaped by innovation, digital technology, and artificial intelligence. Graduates, we have an opportunity, dare I say, a responsibility to carry forward the wisdom of the past while embracing the possibilities of the future, ensuring that progress never comes at the expense of humanity. As I conclude, I will not leave with the words of a famous philosopher, nor poet, or politician. Instead, I leave you with the words my dear sister faithfully spoke over me throughout residency. Be great because you are great. Those words became etched into my mind, into my being. They reminded me that greatness is innate and displayed in how we choose to serve with compassion, lead with the utmost integrity, and how we care for others. So tonight, I leave those same words with you, my fellow graduates. Be great because you are great. Congratulations to you all. Thank you, and may God bless you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Wood Musgrove, for those inspiring words. I'll ensure that we remain being great. So we've now come to the presentation of our special awards, recognizing our exceptional achievement among the MBBS graduating class of 2026. Our first award is the Medical Protection Society Award, and this is presented to the most outstanding student in civic and social outreach. This award recognizes graduates who've demonstrated an outstanding commitment to service, leadership, and engagement beyond the classroom and clinical setting. This year, we have 2 outstanding graduates that will be receiving these awards in the names of Dr. Cleveland Lowe and Dr. Stephen Smith. Can we give them a hand? So we will now ask Dr. Corinne Sinqui Brown, who will be giving the award to Dr. Cleveland Lowe. Come on, let's give her a round of applause. Our second awardee will be presented by Dr. Robin Roberts, and this goes out to Dr. Stephen Smith. Congratulations. Our next award is the Dr. Anthony Regis Award, presented to the most outstanding student in the final MBBS examinations class of 2026 Bahamas. This award is presented in honor of the late Dr. Anthony Regis, who worked with us for many years, who was a respected academic leader. His legacy continues to resonate within this institution and in the hearts of all who knew him. Beyond his professional accomplishments, Dr. Regis is remembered for his gentle spirit, his approachable nature, and his unwavering commitment to the well-being of students. He was a dedicated advocate for future doctors, a mentor, and a strong voice for the rights, recognition, and support of medical trainees. This award continues to reflect those values: excellence, advocacy, and service. So the recipient of the Dr. Anthony Regis Award, which will be presented by Dr. Keith Rivers, goes to none other than Dr. Mariciana Sims. Let's give them a hand. Congratulations. Our final prestigious award is named in honor of a true pioneer in Bahamian medicine, Dr. Cecil M. Bethel Award. Dr. Bethel was the first Bahamian graduate of the University of the West Indies, class of 1957. A giant in Bahamian medicine, he dedicated over 30 years of exemplary service as an internist at the Princess Margaret Hospital. His contributions to the development of the medical profession in the Bahamas remain profound and enduring. His legacy continues to inspire generations of doctors in service, leadership, and in excellence. This award, which bears his name, is presented to the most outstanding student of the graduating class of 2026. Recognizing a student who has demonstrated academic excellence, clinical competence, professional integrity, and a commitment to service, reflective of Dr. Bethel's enduring legacy. So we welcome our director, Dr. Sabrika Pinda Butler, who will give the recipient of the Dr. Cecil Bethel Award to our most outstanding student for the class of 2026, none other than Dr. Asha Johnson. Congratulations. So we have now come to the defining moment of this evening's ceremony. I'm sure that's where all the drum bells and the whistles and all the horns. I'm sure you're getting ready. We will now have the induction of the MBBS graduating class of 2026 into the medical profession. This solemn rite symbolized the transition from student to physician and the acceptance of the lifelong responsibility to serve humanity with compassion, integrity, and excellence. I now invite Dr. Shrikant Gargprathy, our lecturer in surgery at the University of the West Indies, to conduct the induction of the class of 2026. I'm sure you can do better than that. Let's hear an applause.
Good evening, everybody. Let's get the cowbells, whistles ready. Before we do that, I just want to offer my own congratulations to my kids. All of you all, you have done me proud. All the best. I'm going to start calling upon my colleagues who have been chosen. These particular individuals have been chosen for various reasons. Either they are family members, mentors, or people they look up to when they want to grow up in their field of medicine. So first of all, I will invite Dr. Theodore Turnquest, my colleague, consultant medical oncologist. He is coming onto the dais to robe Dane Adderley. Sorry, Dr. Dane Adderley. I call upon Dr. Frederick Smith, our consultant nephrologist, head of the Department of Medicine at Princess Margaret Hospital. He is coming on the dais to robe our newest doctor, Dr. Omar Ambrister. I'm going to invite the Right Honorable Dr. Hubert Minnis, our former Prime Minister, colleague and consultant OB/GYN specialist, to come on the dais to robe Dr. Vashti Eve Burrows. Turn to the camera. I invite Dr. Eugenia Comby, consultant psychiatrist, to come on the dais to robe Dr. Jacqueline Delavo. I invite Dr. Corinne Sinqui Brown, our former director and consultant pediatric hemo-oncologist, to come and robe Dr. Jared Fitzgerald. Let's go, Jared. I invite my colleague, Dr. Delton Farquharson, consultant vascular surgeon, to come and robe our late colleague, Dr. Nigel Johnson's daughter, Dr. Asha Johnson, the most outstanding student of the class of 2026 Bahamas. I invite Dr. David Allen, noted psychiatrist in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, to come on the dais to robe Dr. Deshaun Joseph. Joseph. I am specially honored to call myself upon to robe my next student, Dr. Crystal Lotmore. This is another proud moment for me. I invite upon my former student, Dr. Cleveland M. Lowe, who is a family medicine postgraduate, to come on the dais and robe her own sister, Dr. Cleveland Lowe. Right here, right here. Oh, yeah. Sorry. I made mistake. One, I was too excited. Next, I invite upon Dr. Katroya Oliver, a student of the University of West Indies, a specialist internist, to come on the dais and robe Dr. Stanley Mokam. I call upon Dr. Christine Chin, lecturer in medicine, to come and robe Dr. Brene Moxie. This is another family moment when I call upon Doctors Winston Phillips and Jonathan Phillips, father and brother, to come on the dais, to come and robe Dr. Amanda Phillips. Amanda, come right here, right here. Right there, right there, right there. I invite Dr. Juliet Dorset, local practitioner, to come on the dais to robe Dr. Shante Robinson. Come here, Shante. I call upon my former director and colleague, Dr. Robin Roberts, director of SCMR, to robe his niece, Dr. Asia Roll. Turn, Dr. Roberts. I request my senior colleague in anesthesiology, Dr. Glenn Benaby, to come on the dais. He's gonna robe Dr. Mariciana Sims, the most outstanding performer of the final year MBBS exams. I call upon Dr. James Johnson, consultant obstetric gynecologist and tutor in OBGYN, to come and robe Dr. Stephen Smith. I call upon my colleague, Dr. Vrunda Sakarkar, consultant OBGYN and lecturer in OBGYN, to robe Dr. Claudio Rieti. Graduates, can you all return back to your seats? And Masha, everybody back. Graduates, could you all stand up? Bahamas, these are the latest doctors in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. Asha. Graduates, remain standing. I call upon Dr. Asha Johnson to come on the podium and lead the class in the Hippocratic Oath.
Okay. 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 Yeah. I gratefully acknowledge the distinction to be conferred upon me, and I solemnly promise that as a graduate in medicine, I will abide steadfast in all due loyalty to the ethics of my profession, and endeavor always to promote the welfare and maintain the reputation of the University of the West Indies. Further, in the exercise of my profession, I will ever have in mind the care of the sick and the well-being of the healthy. To this end, I will use all my knowledge and judgment. I will keep silent on any matter which I may see or hear in the course of my professional work and which would be improper to divulge. I will not permit consideration of religion, nationality, race, party politics, or social standing to influence my duty to my patient. Okay. All right. To my lovely class, you may now take a seat. Protocol having already been established, good evening. It is both an honor and a privilege to stand before you tonight on behalf of the amazing graduating class of 2026. When we first began this journey, many of us arrived with a dream and a white coat that felt far too big for us. We came from different backgrounds, experiences, and initially different campuses, but we shared one common goal: to become the best physicians we could be. Our first 3 years took us along different paths through Cave Hill, Mona, and St. Augustine campuses, where we faced some of our earliest academic hurdles. Many of us still remember the challenge of fundamentals of disease and treatment, more fearfully known as FDT, and later clinical hematology, courses that quickly taught us that medicine would demand far more than memorization and last-minute studying. Then, in our 4th year, we returned home and finally came together as one class. As fate would have it, our first shared experience was becoming the first cohort to take pathology and microbiology here. It was certainly an unforgettable introduction to one another, and perhaps proof that nothing builds community quite as quickly as a difficult course and a looming exam. But in the end, we were all successful. From there, the real adventure began. Community health took us beyond the walls of the hospital and across the Bahamas, from Bimini to Eleuthera, Abaco to San Salvador, reminding us that while every community has its own unique needs, compassion is a language spoken everywhere. In obstetrics and gynecology, we spent many long, and I mean long nights, waiting to catch babies and experienced the joy and privilege of helping to welcome new life. And during ENT, Dr. Cargill taught us one of the more memorable lessons of medical school: stay alert, because if he looked directly at you, there was a very good chance the question was intended for someone else that he couldn't wait to poke holes into, as he would like to say. The resulting mix of panic, confusion, and relief has become one of our favorite memories from those early clinical years. But all too soon, we were 5th years, and suddenly everything felt a little more real and a lot more scary. The final MBBS exam, which had once seemed so distant, was now rapidly approaching. And what followed this realization was a journey that tested us in ways we could never have anticipated. There were the endless lectures, OSCEs, ward rounds, overnight studying, and exams that seemed to appear just when we thought we could finally catch our breath. Medicine demanded that we think critically and examine thoroughly, with Dr. Chin ensuring that every physical examination was performed with precision and purpose. Pediatrics, with Dr. Saunders, challenged us to think differently, communicate carefully, and care for some of our smallest patients. Lastly, but definitely not least, surgery brought its own challenges. Along with the legendary teaching sessions of none other than Dr. Shrikant, who somehow managed to make 3-hour classes feel both exhausting and invaluable, often several times a week. He taught us early on that good enough was never actually good enough. Just when we thought we had mastered a topic, he would remind us that there was always another layer to uncover. His tough love challenged us to think deeper, work harder, and hold ourselves to a higher standard, even if it occasionally left us questioning our life choices. And then there was Dr. Tinubu, who somehow convinced an entire class that there is no such thing as knowing too much about hernias and catheters. We may forget where we left our keys, our phones, or even our stethoscopes, but thanks to him, the boundaries of Hasselbalch's triangle and what feels like every catheter ever invented will remain with us forever. We were fortunate to be guided by mentors who taught us lessons that extended far beyond the exam. We learned the true meaning of dedication from Dr. Barnett, whose weekend orthopedic sessions challenge us to raise our standards. We learned the necessity of careful analysis from Dr. Parker Curling and her meticulous MCQ breakdowns. The importance of listening with empathy from Dr. Griffith Bowe and Dr. Varunda. And the value of learning from every patient encounter through Dr. Ingram's bedside teaching. Then there was the art of approaching challenges with confidence from Dr. Sanders and Dr. Lopez. And whenever the pressure became a little too much, Ms. Bain was always there to remind us to catch ourselves. Advice that many of us needed more often than we would care to admit. But more than anything, fifth year taught us the importance of leaning on one another. As Dr. DeVoe would have stated, no man is an island, and there were moments when we questioned whether we belonged here at all. Moments when exhaustion felt heavier than determination, and the finish line seemed impossibly far away. Still, we made it to today. Not because the journey was easy, but because every time one of us stumbled, someone was there to help us keep going. And through every challenge, setback, and moment of uncertainty, faith and God's grace carried us farther than we could have gone on our own. Ultimately, we learned much more than medicine. Beyond the textbooks, lectures, and exams, we learned how to comfort a frightened patient, to deliver difficult news with compassion, and walk alongside people during some of the most challenging moments of their lives. We discovered that healing is not always found in a prescription or a procedure, but often in a listening ear, a reassuring presence, or a simple act of kindness. Most importantly, we learned the value of community. As I stand here tonight, I cannot help but think of the person who first inspired this dream. Many of my earliest memories are of watching my father, the late Dr. Nigel Johnson, care for others. He was the first person who made me believe that medicine was more than a profession. It was a calling. And although he is not here to witness this day, his influence is present in every step that brought me here. I lost him before I ever began medical school, and there were moments when I wondered if I would make it to this day without him. Yet his belief in me carried me forward, strengthened by my mother, Sister Linda Johnson. Whose faith was unwavering and whose prayers never ceased. I am reminded that this journey was never mine alone. It was born from the example of a father who always believed I was limitless and sustained by a mother who would pray mountains out of my path. I share that not because it is uniquely my story, but because every graduate here to my right has been carried by someone. Behind every white coat is a village of people who sacrificed, encouraged, prayed, taught, and believed in us. This achievement belongs to them as much as it belongs to us. So to our parents and families, thank you for every sacrifice you made, every late night phone call you answered, and every word of encouragement you offered, and every prayer you whispered on our behalf. Your love carried us farther than you will ever know. To our faculty and mentors, thank you for your countless pearls of wisdom, the probing questions asked at the exact moment we hoped not to make eye contact, and the unwavering belief that one day we would know the answer. Somehow, despite all evidence to the contrary at times, you were right. We are grateful for your patience, guidance, and unwavering commitment to our growth. You challenged us, encouraged us, and occasionally kept us humble, but every lesson has stayed with us. We would also like to express our sincere gratitude to the government of the Bahamas for investing in our education and placing its faith in us. We recognize the privilege and responsibility that comes with that support, and we look forward to repaying that trust through our service to the people of this nation. To the patients who allowed us to learn alongside them, thank you. During some of the most vulnerable moments of your lives. You welcomed us into your hospital rooms, shared your stories, and entrusted us with your care. The physicians we become will always be shaped by your generosity. And last but not least, to my classmates, one of the greatest gifts of this journey has been the friendships we formed along the way. For me, it all began on the Cave Hill campus with Dr. Sims, Dr. Fitzgerald, and Dr. Roll. As first-year students, we often said that we would start and finish this together. Standing here today, I am grateful that we kept that promise. But our story is just one of many. Throughout these years, classmates became study partners, teammates, confidants, and family. I have had the privilege of learning alongside people whose resilience has inspired me daily. Within this class are individuals who persevere through the loss of one or both parents, who carry the responsibility of providing for younger siblings while pursuing their dreams, who balance the demands of motherhood with the demands of medical school, who overcame serious illness and survived, who serve their communities and ministries, and who continue to nurture their gifts as artists, musicians, writers, and creators. Each of us arrived here carrying different burdens and stories, but every one of those is a testament to courage, perseverance, and faith. So today, the white coats fit much better now than they did on our first day, but the responsibility they represent has never felt greater. As we leave here and begin this next chapter, we do so with immense gratitude and a deep sense of responsibility. We enter a profession built on service, compassion, and trust, remembering the words of Philippians 1 verse 6. He who began a good work in you will carry it to completion. So on behalf of the doctors of the class of 2026, thank you and good evening.
Thank you, Dr. Johnson, and congratulations again to our newest doctors, the class of 2026. As we begin to wrap up, I'd first like to say that Dr. Harold Munnings has left a special gift under each of our graduates' chair, and he coined a book on the healthcare of the Bahamas. And in addition, there is a pulse oximeter that was donated by the Ferguson family. So there's a special gift there waiting for you. So please read the book. It talks about healthcare in the Bahamas, where we started and where we're headed. So congratulations. In addition, there is a QR code at the desk. I'm not sure if most persons would have seen it, but please scan it. That is where we have our awards booklet and also congratulation notes. So please scan on your way out. So we'll now have the vote of thanks by Dr. Christine Chin, lecturer in internal medicine. Let's welcome Dr. Chin for our vote of thanks.
Thank you, Dr. Ferguson. Good evening, all. I'll ask for just 2 more minutes of your time. Our graduates, having survived countless OSCE stations, know that 2 minutes can feel both incredibly short and surprisingly long. So as we bring this commencement ceremony to a close, it is my pleasure to deliver the vote of thanks on behalf of the UWI School of Clinical Medicine and Research. Today's ceremony has been a meaningful celebration made possible through the support and dedication of many individuals. First, thanks to our Mistress of Ceremony, Dr. Saunders, for guiding today's program, to the Royal Bahamas Defense Force Band. Thank you for the great musical selections. Thank you to BAHAMAS for their hospitality. And to Mr. Knowles, our photographer, thank you for capturing today's moments. We gratefully acknowledge Dr. Sims for the invocation and extend our sincere thanks to our speakers, the Honorable Keenan Johnson, the Honorable Dr. Michael Darville, Deacon Dr. Don DeVoe, and Professor Denzel A. Williams for your inspiring remarks. We also warmly welcome and thank Dean Professor Joseph Plummer and Mr. Jonathan Archie of the UWI Mona executive team for honoring us with their presence. Special appreciation to our director, Dr. Sabriket Pinder Butler, for her leadership and continued commitment to the school and its students. To Dr. Varunda and Dr. Shurkan, thank you for your roles in recognizing and ushering our graduates through today's ceremony. But we are deeply grateful to our administrative and AV team, Ms. Bain, Ms. Forbes, Ms. Kelly, Rashimi, Ms. Christie, Dr. Halliday, Ernest, and Troy for your dedication and essential behind-the-scenes support. To the class of 2027, thank you for serving as our ushers tonight, and we look forward to seeing you cross this stage as graduates next year. To our faculty, staff, and all who contributed to the training of our graduates, thank you for your guidance and mentorship. To all our MBBS and DM graduates, their families, congratulations and heartfelt thanks for your perseverance and support throughout this journey. Finally, thank you to everyone who contributed in ways both seen and unseen to make today a success. Congratulations once again to the class of 2026. Thank you and good night to all.
Good evening. As we bring our ceremonies to a close of the formal proceedings of this evening's induction and award ceremony for our class and also the recognition of our doctors, we will now invite our award recipients and graduates to remain in place. So family, I know you want to take your pictures, but let us get our official photos. And so we're going to start with our postgraduate residents, and so we can get official photos, and after the postgraduate residents, we will then do our class of 2026. So whilst we prepare, we will have some music as we prepare for our pictures. Postgrad. Hello. It is fine. Choo, choo, choo. Choo, choo, choo.